Boy, we are in the paradigm shift now, aren't we? I mean, there's so many changes in the world that are kind of biblical, actually. So, how to know if you're in the paradigm shift or not? Just take a look at 2020, and the answer will be yes. And if we thought 2020 was bad, who knows if 2021 will be a little bit more challenging, because in order to get around, you might have to jump through more hoops, or business is just going to start so slow, or people just aren't going to have the money to spend right now to go have fun and do things that they've wanted to do. Um, there's a lot of things. So, what to do when you know you've finally landed in the paradigm shift? Well, you got to keep your vibration high. Not as easy to do as it is to say, is it? I know it's a back and forth for me. I would love to be able to say I can steadily hold the light and never ever falter, and my vibration is always heavenly frequencies and all of that. And I wish I could say that. And I don't know if there's anybody who's watching this video, or anybody in the whole world for that instance, who could say they've had a perfectly positive and up energy through this whole pandemic thing, this whole lockdown thing, this whole paradigm shift beginning. I can't say that I've been able to do that, but I can say that I've done it quite a lot compared to how it would have been if I hadn't put out the effort. I would have been much more depressed, much longer periods of time, sunk much lower if I hadn't actually made the effort. So you have to make the effort to stay up during this paradigm shift fiasco, because it's going to be really easy to sink into a hole of depression. Really easy, easier now than it ever was, to fall into those dark holes, those spiritual traps that used to take you down much more easily than they did until you did your spiritual homework. But now it's so easy to revert back to how we were, revert back to those emotional habits of depression, revert back to those mental compulsive thoughts that went around and around in circles, or to fall into old tendencies to be angry with somebody longer than we should be, or hurt by somebody longer than we should be, or fill in the blank. Whatever your tendency is, it's really easy to go back to it now. So we have to be really, 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 really on guard right now against our own programs. Because as the light workers, as the world changers, as the people who have faith in humanity, you got to have some faith in humanity. We're going to make it. I can't say I know exactly how or when, but we are going to make it as a species. How soon that's going to happen, I don't know, because it really does depend on the mass consciousness and how quick it can wake up and how quick it can come into unity with all our brothers and sisters. But what we have to do is avoid those traps and avoid those things that get us down, that get us into a funked out space way too easily. And we have the tools now, we have the wisdom now, we have the strength that we might not have had before. We have that now. We're aware enough to know, ooh, I remember you. You're a dark hole that I'm just too smart to fall into now. You have to make a really big effort to stay out of those holes, stay out of those depressions, and you do that by focusing on what is beautiful. You do that by being in the present moment, not the future where something good could happen, something bad could happen. We don't know. Oh my God. Stay out of the future. Don't be in the future right now. stay out of the past, because being nostalgic for the past, no, it used to be so fun, and things used to be so easy, things used to be so cool, things used to be so nice, my life was moving in the right direction, I had a business or whatever it is that you used to have that you don't have now. Stay out of the past. You gotta stay out of the past, especially if it was a good past and you're really missing it now. You have to stay out of there. Stay right here in the present. And even though this isn't the best present moment for humanity, even though this may not look like the absolute best situation for all of us right now, even though that's kind of looming in the distance, kind of in the future, in the future, but there's an aspect of it that's here in the now too, which is there's these limitations, there's these things about how everything's uncertain right now. You have to be in the present and look at what is beautiful here in the present. Think about what could be happening for you. It could be worse, right? I mean, just think about it for a minute. I mean, I've thought about this, and I'm like, gosh, I'm really glad this didn't happen when I was at a point in my life where I only had $50 and I was living in my car. There's people in that situation that this whole pandemic thing happened for right at the time when they were living in a car with only $50. And aren't you glad that that hasn't happened for you? If you're watching this video, it's probably hasn't. And not that people who watch this video all have more than $50. The point is that it could be worse. It could be a lot worse, and it's not. So count your blessings. This now moment is a lucky moment. This is a lucky time for you, that you are actually even able to have the luxury of sitting around and watching a video like this, and to think about the bigger things in life, and to even think about the fact that we have a paradigm shift coming up. You're lucky to have, not coming up, it's actually here, but you're lucky to be able to even think about this and have the time to think about that instead of being worried about starving. So, or actually starving in this moment, because we're all a little bit worried about starving in the future, right? We're all a little bit worried about that. Like, gosh, are we going to have money? Are we going to have shelter? Are things going to be okay? You have to be so comfortable in the uncertainty right now. You have to be so comfortable in the present moment right now that you can hold the heaven frequencies. Otherwise, you cannot hold the heaven frequencies. And that is what we're here to do. As the world changers, as the light workers, that's what we're here to do, is to hold the heaven frequencies here on the earth and bring in this new age, this new beautiful earth, this new reality for humanity. So do your part, stay out of the holes, stay out of the stressed out, worried, fearful, anxiety-ridden, fearful places in your mind and in your heart. Stay out of those places, stay out of those thoughts. If you want to indulge in the news for maybe about an hour a day at the most, half hour even better, 15 minutes even better, just skim the headlines, that's it. You don't really need to know every detail. You know enough already to know that you, as a world changer, as a 007 secret agent of love, that you have to hold this light now. You have, despite all the indications in the world as to why not. There's more reasons right now in the news to be depressed than there are to be happy, right? Well, what if there were more reasons to be happy than there was bad news? I'm going to make another video about this, but balance it out. Do your work, light worker. Hold the light. Don't let yourself be a vessel for the darkness to manifest through you, through emotions, through thoughts, through fears, through actions, through just stopping trying to be a world changer. This is the time we need you more than ever. Over and out, 007 Secret Agent of Love.